I'm Cameron.
I'm out of breath for you.
And I'm Justy.
I thought that
I'm Anthony, but
did you not realize yesterday how long I can sustain a sound when I sustained at the game?
it was not that long at the game.
It was longer than
They
that
went
at
to
the
a game.
When?
It was like a sport thing.
Towards the end.
There's baseball and K-pop Demon Hunters. That's my understanding.
You just
of it.
said "Let's go Mets," but it wasn't like that.
It was like that.
So-
it was loud.
This time.
I'm just used to it.
It's say words, irrelevant words, movie words. Think,
Right.
Say
so
something about
game yesterday. It was totally tubular.
That's not the relevant.
like
now-
say like
now
Citizen
we
Kane or
teleported.
Dune
We
Part 3.
We're gonna do this again.
But I wasn't done with the bit.
Hello,
Yeah,
everyone.
I'm looking
Podcast. I'm Cameron.
That's too. I'm Justy.
Ant-Man 825-158-769-211-13-14-15-17-18.
How are you doing,
19,
Justin?
20.
I think we should use the previous intro.
I also
And
think so.
just cut right into that.
I am the editor, so I'm just gonna snip it,
Here's the thing.
boom, and then continue the rest of it.
This was intro 3. Intro 2 was the best one. Just cut out the sports stuff.
This was intro
And we'll jump-
3?
Yeah.
I thought this was intro 2.
This was 3.
This
Thank you for the strong hello.
This was not
That's
intro.
all I care about. I don't know what's being cut out anymore at this point.
I'll figure it out. I think I might just
and
leave
here.
everything in.
I don't know. And
yeah.
I'm Oak Street.
You're
and
Oak
this is the Capgun Movie Club Podcast Extravaganza Season 4, Episode 389.
Dude, rar.
180 on episodes.
No. But,
We are getting close to episode 100, though.
I'm keeping track of
Yeah,
that.
just-
We'll
How many
get
we
there.
left?
Yeah.
You're the tracker of numbers.
He's the analytic guy.
I did the numbers.
I'm the analytics guy.
This is
They're
awesome.
not, they're not the
1, 2,
analytics guy.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus, this is 83.
We're close.
We're getting there.
So if my math is mathing me correctly, we have approximately 17 more.
That's
Oh,
correct.
that's exciting. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting close to 100. It's kind of insane.
We're getting close to the end, if you will.
The end? Oh!
Of
the
Oak
end of
Street.
He's trying to talk about the movie.
Yes, they're trying to get the movie going.
Yeah, I'm a moviegoer.
Now, I think this is the...
What's wrong with the F?
What F?
There's no F.
Oh.
There's no F!
It's an interesting font.
Anthony,
I wasn't sure what was the font.
Anthony, I have a real question for you, okay?
Yeah?
In the phrase...
Oh, there is an F of.
There is. That is a wild SF.
That's what my
All
curious
right.
was. So
I was about to ask...
Both of us gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
We're gaslighting Anthony. There's no F in that title. Are you stupid?
Come on, you can't gaslight the graphic designer.
I will say, though, it has come up in the past that you cannot read. So...
Or spell.
or spell.
That is very true.
Or write.
They're not necessary skills.
Or communicate.
Communicate's gotten better. I have to say, there's some people
Communicate's
that
gotten
speak
better.
fluent Anthony,
Wow.
and I'm very impressed and very proud of those people. I can name 5 people who can understand my text.
Okay.
Justin,
getting better, you're getting
what
better.
is the end of Oak Street about?
The end of Oak Street is a Pixar. No, it's
Warner Brothers?
Warner, not animation though. Just Warner. Just
Warner
standard.
Brothers.
Boring. Got it.
Home box office.
Normal.
Now owned
boring.
potentially by Paramount, maybe, but not right now.
Yeah,
Yet.
which is owned by Skydance.
Also potentially Netflix.
Also Netflix.
Although I thought that wasn't going through.
You never know.
Every company will
You never
become
know.
the company.
Correct.
There's
But
now big
for the
food.
time being, we have dinosaurs, and that's really what matters at the
Is
end
that a
of it.
spoiler though?
No.
It was in the trailer.
That's true.
Well, they don't advertise the movie as anything else, right? It's family or neighborhood gets transported into a place,
Although I think
And
the
the
transported
place
part is not very
has
clear.
dinosaurs.
It's not.
The transported part is
Has
not very clear.
the past.
Yeah.
The creatures are amongst them, like in Among Us. But, like, it's not in space.
I mean, you're not wrong. There
Right.
are monks.
So, and then in End of Oak Street, will the family figure out how to survive these new crazy elements that are taking the lives of everyone around them?
Meh.
Maybe. What do you mean met met in terms of can they? Or met as
I'll
in
leave that meh for later.
Okay.
oh, blah, 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 blah. That's my
What's your response to that?
That's my we were talking about Anthony language, so
We were just talking about this before. What a cast.
Yo, the cast is fantastic.
We got
That
Obi-Wan Kenobi in this.
Penelope.
We have Anne Hathaway.
Yes. Yes. Ewan McGregor, by the way, is Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did actually.
Well,
say the name.
He was the second performer in the role theatrically.
I think Anne Hathaway was the lead.
And Anne Hathaway was the first person to play Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then Ewan McGregor took over for the prequels.
I was referring to that as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
As well as
Yes.
Anne Hathaway
Right.
starring this movie.
Exactly.
Also,
Not that Anne Hathaway
she's not in
Obi-Wan.
She's not
Right.
in Star Wars, I think. No.
I don't think so. To my knowledge.
She's not Padme?
That's not Nicole Kidman.
I have no idea.
Is it actually Nicole Kidman? And
No! Nicole
That makes
Kidman!
no sense.
You know who
I'm not helping you.
Oh, I can't help you either. 'Cause I don't know.
brother.
Was Anne Hathaway...
No, Anne
Not,
Hathaway
it
was not in
wasn't
Star Wars.
Leia. Maybe she was...
Anne Hathaway was not in Star Wars.
Was she Ahsoka?
What?
No, she
Ahsoka
was-
Tano?
Huh?
No, that's
Rey Skywalker?
You know
no.
what she would be in,
Would
though?
would she be in?
The end of...
Oh,
Natalie
Street.
Portman. That's the person I was
there you
thinking.
go.
Version?
Plays Princess Amidala. Or Padme for shorts.
I think it's Princess Padme Amidala.
Padme for short.
As you guys can tell, this is about how this episode's gonna go.
Yes.
Overall thoughts on the end of Oak Street.
Good.
Would you like to elaborate?
I think 2/3 of it is good, and another third of it is really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of surprised about that. Okay.
I thought it was, meh.
Ooh, man.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just meh.
Ooh.
It was a satisfying watch. Could I have not watched that in theaters and watched it on my couch or on my bed streaming? Yes.
Now-
Would I have enjoyed it better? Most likely.
Anthony was watching this movie next to two people who cried during the movie.
Oh, you guys were crying?
I did. You cried more than I did. I cried once.
See, I'm not a crier. That's the thing. I mean, there were sad moments. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not. Gonna...
There was one. Did you cry multiple times?
Yes.
Okay.
I got misty-eyed at one part,
I
and then
cried
lots
once.
of crying
At
at
the-
different parts.
yeah.
I just felt like it was predictable.
That's
That's okay.
I think
I'm still feeling their feelings.
I think the acting was great. That's why you feel the feeling.
Yeah, I think the acting is really strong in this
Acting
movie,
is very strong. Yeah.
and the camera is interesting.
Ooh,
I
the
was gonna
camera
mention
is
that.
interesting.
I
The
think
movement. It's like office horror vibes.
what?
Well, it's like The Office,
But horror.
but if it was a horror movie.
You have some tilt shift effects in here. You have that's like when you have two planes.
I know that.
Right. For the audience, it's when you have two planes that are different planes that are in focus at the same time, and not everything is in focus. Thank you.
Two planes.
And there's some shots that I really like, and then the rest of the film exists, I guess.
Yay! Good job, film. Point for the movie.
Ridiculous.
Not everyone's able to exist, you know.
Yeah.
But it does take place in the 80s. It has bikes. We have the big hog.
Thank you, Hog.
So
Yay.
The Office is a horror movie would be interesting.
I mean, like the camera work.
Wasn't there already didn't The Office do like a horror parody?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like with the quick
You
movements
think I'm
they
one of those
have?
millennials who've seen the... I'm not a millennial either. You think I'm like a millennial who's seen The Office?
I've seen The Office.
millennial?
And then
I'm Gen Z.
Hello.
Don't you lump me in with those freaks.
You'd rather be lumped in with Gen Z?
Hell yeah. Yo, 97? That's Gen Z. Come on.
Because I'd rather be lumped in with millennials than with Gen Z personally, but okay.
And kaboom. Did that work on camera?
No, that was off camera.
Yeah.
That was iconic.
Oh my god, no.
Look, it is a movie that was trying to be good.
Yay!
No, that's what we're about to say. No, it definitely was trying to be good.
And it wasn't.
I wouldn't say it was meh.
It was very predictable, and
There's a family that needed to have an arc within itself, and by that I mean the parents needed
essentially.
But it was a sweet family in a nice little neighborhood,
Yeah.
a fairly whitewashed neighborhood, but
Yes.
they try to course correct at times with a little
a little bit of race. There's a little bit of race in there.
maybe
Yeah.
I guess there's a little bit,
I think my biggest issue is you create there's a lot of story arcs, and they all kind of close the way that you expect them to, except for, I guess, one.
Which story are you talking?
There is one scene. We need to jump to spoilers soon because there's one scene that's so out of step with the whole rest of the movie, and I love
a lot
it.
of this
so much.
A lot of this movie also, for me, logically, just like confuses me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like things happening.
Ooh.
and
Really?
There's not a lot of
Ew.
explaining of things. And I also feel that there's not enough of a build-up in the first part of it.
I don't
that's
think
what
they
I think.
need a build up.
I would have. Really
I thought it was so straightforward.
it was straightforward. You don't
They
need
spoon
that
feed
build-up.
it to you because
Yeah, they
like
really do.
they just
No,
they're
like
like,
they spoon feed
there's
it,
some
but I would've
sci-fi
loved-
elements
I
of it, and
would've
they have a daughter who's like, well, I speak sci-fi, so I
Yeah.
can explain what's
I
going
we'll
on.
talk
sci-fi,
about that in
I'd
a
say
moment.
just
'Cause
science.
that's not. But I'm
Sure.
not talking about that scene specific. You're talking about when they're talking about what's happening. I'm talking about before everything happens.
Okay,
And
so
I would have loved more build up.
It's called the discovery period within a film.
But then that
We're
would've made it
discovering
2
this new
hours
world.
or 2 hours and 30 minutes. And I think if it was 2 hours and 30 minutes,
But I think
the
they could have
pacing
cut stuff.
would
They could have
been
cut stuff in the middle.
boring.
They could have cut stuff in the middle.
Like there's moments where I was watching, so I was like, okay, I'm engaged, but I'm not engaged. I'm just like,
Well, the whole first act just feels like they're spoon feeding everything to you, and I would have loved more show don't
Yeah.
tell. But that takes more time, right? Show don't tell takes more time to do. It's a lot more of a longer process because there's less talking. Do you disagree with me?
No, I just drifted off mentally, but I agree.
But
Probably.
I don't like. I felt like the spoon feeding felt really
Cute.
in your face. And it just felt like it was
It
dumbing itself for me.
It's a blockbuster. It's cute. It's
Yeah, but blockbusters can be smart.
do you?
yeah,
think
and
it's a
I like
blockbuster?
those more.
I feel like if it wasn't for the actors and actresses, this would have been so under the radar. I think it kind of is under the radar a little bit.
No.
This is a blockbuster
It's a
movie.
blockbuster. Produced by J.J. Abrams.
Big dinosaur. Grrr. Like it's like
This is
Jurassic.
not
This is like
Abrams'
Jurassic. This
dinosaur.
movie's basically
He's also
Jurassic
producing it,
Park.
he's not directing it. I don't think Abrams has produced anything major since Star Wars.
Who? Oh, I forgot. I remember the director. It was what? Glenn
Powell.
Glenn,
No, David Mitchell.
David Mitchell.
Yeah,
thank
David
you. I was
Mitchell.
Who
way
did,
off.
let's see.
It wasn't.
It Follows and They Follow and Under the Silver Lake. I don't actually know that.
It follows. They follow.
So in this
Under the
movie,
Silver Spoon.
the family gets transported, and then there's dinosaurs everywhere, and the dinosaurs try to go, and they go, we gotta stay in the house. But what if there's like a
What if they don't stay in the
and
house?
then they sometimes don't do that.
And sometimes don't close all the windows even though they should. And sometimes they like don't do the logical thing. And sometimes just
That's
like
what you mean by logical.
they sometimes just like
Well, they're
start
kids.
screaming people's names loudly so that the dinosaurs know where they are. Or sometimes they go into a car
Sometimes
and listen to music
they
loudly.
avoid doing that.
Like
That didn't
where
have
it's-
any repercussions.
No, it did not, but it should have. That they did not deserve to not have
Question. It's not
I
spoilers.
just like I just
The door is closed. We don't know
I
how
just-
loud it
I
was.
feel it should have. Also, the queer coding.
It was,
Yeah.
It was hinted at it, but it wasn't bad. I didn't hate that.
It wasn't that
Wait,
it was bad.
let's put the spoilers on. We gotta talk about that scene. Okay, wait. That's not even a thing that I remembered until just now, but no.
But that I feel like just like
You what?
You also thought that those sparks? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So go into it.
It's a weird movie because at first it's like, oh man, that feel when you're young preteen boy,
you're 13-year-old boy, you're looking through the fence at a girl,
and
every 80s movie ever,
and you have a crush, and then you have a crush. And then anytime anything bad happens to you, your crush is making googly eyes at your older sister.
Very much truly last year's sister, yeah.
Also,
nice. I liked it.
Like, do you believe in God? I don't sometimes. I'm like, okay.
That's a good scene because then you have the brother who's trying to impress the girl going, I do. That's good. It's a cute movie. I had a decent time with it.
I'm just like, okay, could we just lead into it?
Well, yeah, can we lead into
it though?
No, they didn't.
At the end, a little bit.
No.
At the end scene when they're at all
because they're holding hands.
Like it's not like. But like how much they didn't have enough time to fully lean into it.
They had 2 hours of time. They had enough time to lean into it.
An hour and 40 minutes.
Okay, they had 110 minutes. This film felt like it was.
I wonder how much they cut down because they do the full story of the parents. The parents, they're going through a divorce.
Right.
Not going through a divorce. They're on the brink of going through a divorce.
They're having marital issues.
As you know, and that could be a healthy thing. But the mom is very like fantasizing about leaving. That's kind of beyond like simple marital issues. Writing a book about how much she wants to
leave.
So but they get a very full story where she learns to not have her own life and live with the I'm trying to make a joke out of it, but like
she learns that communicating and that being in a relationship is a two-way street, and that both
of them were weak communicators.
Correct, and that both of them need to come together and work together, or else it doesn't work.
And she they both, in a way, fell out of love, her more so, seemingly. And this event sparked things back up.
I think she was the one that was willing to be more vocal about it.
Yeah.
I think that he was in denial.
He was in denial. You could argue he was in denial because he was an optimist and he didn't want to face the problems head on, like she said, that he wanted to just do his own thing.
Sure, yeah, 100%. But I think that's important. It's not that he was any less. I feel like I don't think he was any less out of the relationship. I think his manifestation was just pretending like everything's okay.
100%.
And just like go, but because he lied to her.
Yeah, he should have.
Right?
He should have said to her that like he lost his job and that he needs to go do this part-time stuff. I know you're not going to like it, but I need to figure it out until X, Y, and Z. And also, she should have told him about writing. I mean, granted, the book that she wrote about was not
that he read.
Yeah,
that was a while. Yeah.
I wonder like how that occurred.
I think he just went into the basement and found the manuscript.
But like, I would have loved the visual tour.
He heard the click clack.
Oh, you mean like show don't tell? Like 90% of this movie should have been. Where Moses' movie was.
I mean, how would you want that presented when it happens? Do you want it to happen instead in the present?
You just need 10 seconds of him going down, looking at the book, and then walking.
That's not the worst offender of show don't tell in this film. To be fair, I think because I feel like the reading of that book happened before we started the film.
Well, yeah,
it happened in the first 5 minutes. Yeah.
No. It happened like months before.
Oh, you mean him reading it?
Yes. I think he because he couldn't.
And he's
have read
just kept it to himself.
Yeah, he couldn't have read it after they got transported because then the basement got flooded. And
how long do you think, this is off topic, but how long do you think he took to read it? Because like for me, something reading like that would probably took me like a month.
I'm assuming a night. Or you read some of it, enough of it to know.
That thing was thick.
Sure, but he also, I don't think he didn't have to read all of it to get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's correct.
Correct.
Stop.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're in a relationship and you find a manuscript that very clearly based on your family, and you see how this person views the world, like we hear parts of this book, right? Like that she's at the window watching her children play while she's crying, like fantasizing. Like if you read those things, you're gonna not stop. Like I wouldn't stop. I would basically like continuously read and just kind of go through.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be hurt.
Yeah, of course.
Cry for like an hour.
I'd be worried about getting my tears on the pages. Yeah.
I'd go upstairs by the fireplace and just bawl my eyes out.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a fireplace in this house, so I don't think he'd do that. But
I think that on that
there's
topic,
a lot of fires though.
On that topic of show don't tell, I feel the first act of this film was very much like not really showing you, but just like straight up telling you or being super expositionally in a, like the most egregious of ways. Like I just feel like I came into this film and they were spoon feeding me everything I needed to know instead of like being more subtle about it, if that makes sense.
It's blockbuster.
Yeah, but no, I'm sorry. The Odyssey's a blockbuster.
Jaws is a blockbuster. Did you watch it next week?
This movie was a lot like the Odyssey.
Huh? I have not seen the Odyssey yet, but
Would you like to explain?
Yes. The first two thirds of it, I'm not saying acts, but like thirds, solid. And then all the best stuff is in that last third.
No!
the last third was
so this is basically like the Odyssey of movies.
Justin, you lost me, buddy.
Just waiting for the John Wick reference next, and then we hit it.
It's not John Wick. Why would I make a John Wick comparison? Are you crazy?
Jurassic Park. This feels...
Jurassic?
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic.
Same thing. Jurassic. Tomato, you know? But this feels
Especially
like
the
a
tomato.
off-brand of Jurassic. Jurassic or Drastic?
Jurassic!
No
Jurassic.
T.
Thank you.
No
Thank
T.
you.
No T.
Jurassic.
No F.
I thought about this.
There is an F. Yes.
No, there's not an F in Jurassic Park.
No, an oaf above. Of the end.
Oof. The end of Oak Street.
Anyway.
This movie feels like it wants to be Jurassic Park, but what
That's
if it
what I
were
was getting at.
Jumanji?
I wouldn't say Jumanji. I'd say more
What
like the Minecraft movie.
Which is basically Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji.
The Minecraft movie is Jumanji?
In the sense of
new Jumanji.
Yeah.
Okay, well I think of Jumanji as Jumanji, not
Like even the the original Jumanji's going into the but the original Jumanji, I believe it's been a hot sec, but it's that the jungle comes into the real world.
yeah.
Right?
Okay,
Which is exactly what happens here.
but I thought you were making a comparison to Minecraft.
No, he was making the comparison to Minecraft.
Third
I
base.
was not making the comparison to Minecraft. I just said it feels like a Minecraft version of Jurassic Park.
Jurassic.
There's no T, but there is an F.
Same thing.
Alf. Yeah. Okay, can we click on that one? The end Alf Oak Street.
Oh, the end. Alf.
Alf.
I
Cameron, pull it together. This is a serious podcast. Click. Thank you.
Did it? What's up already?
Click. Point for Oaf.
That means a point for me.
No.
Oh,
I'm
good job.
Oaf.
Yeah.
It's so off camera. It's fine. We have talked zero about this actual movie and more about bits about the movie.
Just
So,
about the movie.
so there was a snake monster.
Do we want to?
Oh, you want to talk about the snake? That was like the boringest scene.
That was
What?
That was the funniest scene of the
That
whole
was
movie.
the funniest scene of the one of the
It was
funniest
so
scenes of the
good.
whole entire movie.
Okay,
Banger
boring
scene.
is maybe not the correct term.
That was a
But,
cute
like,
snake. Cute
how
snake?
did- how
It
did-
actually was
how-
a cute snake. It wasn't very terrifying.
How did
I get
nobody?
that.
Until its mouth opens.
How did nobody turn around?
Yeah, the mouth is kind
How did nobody have the wherewithal to think?
Okay, it is a snake. Snakes are quiet. They go. And you're in the zone. You've ever been in this like zone and just like tune out your world? Unless it's like a roar or like a little. Ow! That was my phone. A little thump. You're not gonna feel it or hear it. You know.
I'm gonna pull up this comment from before.
Lol?
Lol.
Lol? Oh, that's what happened to the kid when he fell out of a tree.
Yeah,
That was
gang,
bad. That was bad.
gang. Can we talk about how terrible this family is at surviving?
Or just the ending.
Well, if they were good at surviving, it would be a very entertaining movie.
No, it would have. They're really bad at surviving. They do the most dumbfounded things.
You know what it almost reminded me of?
Abercrombie and Finch.
No.
That's what I thought you were.
What's the snake movie?
Anaconda?
That one.
I actually haven't seen Anaconda.
You don't want to.
That's what I've heard. That's why I haven't.
Anyway, continue your bit.
You know, we're comparing this movie to a lot of bad movies.
I just said it's like the Odyssey.
Except for you, but I feel like you're
Justin
trying to
liked
gaslight me with
Justin
that
liked
comment.
That was okay. I'm gonna forget about most of it, but I did cry.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the meat of that?
Sure, I think.
But you first.
I think. I was going to talk about the fact that they can't survive and the dumb things they do, but we can go to the crying. I think that's all acting. The acting is so...
Oh, they acted in this movie. I thought these were real people. Hanging out with Dr. Dinosaur.
I feel like the writing is not great, but the acting is what sells you.
Right.
I agree. 100% of that statement. I think the acting has made this movie actually enjoyable, and the cinematography was cool.
The fact that Anne Hathaway... And the time that I cried was right after Greg dies.
Ooh, that was a rough scene to watch.
Where he gets eaten by the dinosaur.
His leg
Which,
was
that one I
completely off.
almost didn't expect. There was a moment where I didn't think that was going to happen.
I didn't either. I thought it was going to be Disney coded and like...
Kind of, yeah. I kind of was
alive.
expecting the Disney coding a little bit.
100%. I agree with that.
Did you think he was going to die?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then...
They went there.
They went there. And then they...
Brought him back.
He hammers a dinosaur in the face. It was awesome.
Why didn't he keep hammering the dinosaur in the
hit
face?
The eye. Like as soon as you knock
this
him
is what I'm
down.
talking about with like logic. It's like you.
He's in love. He just wanted to make sure his wife is okay.
But who thinks? Oh, you whack this big dinosaur with a baseball bat once.
It was a sledgehammer.
It was a hammer.
Okay, you whack this giant dinosaur with a sledgehammer once
and knocked it
and
out.
That kills it.
Yeah, he knocked it out.
He's not a killer. He's just a sleeper.
Well, okay. Argument to that is the whole beginning arc, which was way too long, sets the tone that he is a nice guy.
He's a chill dude.
Kind guy and a chill guy.
He delivers
not
pizza.
saying anything bad about nice guys or anything like that, but like he is his act. What am I talking
also, then
about?
why is
what's the word?
Sure.
Words are not coming.
Okay.
Like his first instinct is to go check on his wife.
But parents are
instead
fighting.
of making sure that the dinosaur is dead.
But also then the dinosaur gets up and instead of running they just kind of stand there for a moment. Fine, you're in shock. Okay. But then no one tries to help Greg out of the situation.
With what? They have no weapons.
They have the bow and arrow.
He can't shoot the bow and arrow.
I mean that's a different thing. This dude, this what's his name? Brian can't shoot a bow and arrow.
No.
He shouldn't have bow and arrow.
The only time he actually hit it was with the snake. And I think he just took it and stabbed it.
I mean, it was like right there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to miss with big snakes.
Kind of hard.
Like the size of my whole body.
He has that murder
After he waits for 2 minutes to shoot this thing.
He had to make sure he hit it.
You were right in front of him!
He just bad aim.
At that point, I would have stabbed him and then closed the door.
You would have cried. And not done that. Because you'd be too busy crying. Because there's a dinosaur in your room.
That wasn't a dinosaur, that was just a big snake.
Dinosauric snake.
But the moment that I cried was when afterwards they're walking away.
Yeah.
And you can tell that everyone's like
destroyed
holding in the grief.
Yeah.
And the moment
is
when
brutal.
she lets it out, when Anne Hathaway lets it out, when Denise lets it out, that's the moment that breaks me. Right?
Really good
because
acting
it's
in
some
that moment,
great,
too.
amazing acting from her, also from the kids. Like, everyone in that scene is so strong. Yeah.
Dad is gone.
No, I agree. The acting in that scene, and you felt it, like, as... So if I was an Anne Hathaway in that situation, and I witnessed everything, I probably would have acted similar to how she behaved, unfortunately. Where I would have, like, had a little moment where I broke.
Yeah.
So I just saw my significant other die in front of me. But also, you have to, like, she's also trying to help her family get out of here, and the kids just want answers, and...
Yeah.
They're just kids, they're not gonna know
And then
what to
he's
do.
alive anyway.
Due to some scientific sci-fi that was barely touched
So
upon.
we have wormholes.
So we have wormholes.
We have wormholes.
The whole sci-fi of it all is so ridiculous.
Cute.
No,
It's cute.
it's dumb. It's also
What's cute is Project Hail Mary. This
is dumb.
Well,
and it's also just explained in the worst of ways.
I can't argue with that. I mean,
but also, so let's think about this, right? They basically save. So Denise calls a bunch of people and tells them that they need to leave. Right? That's how they say she saved a bunch of people.
How many phone calls do you think she made in 20 minutes?
and were the kids not able to listen to any of them?
No,
Yes,
it's a phone
no.
booth.
It's a phone booth and she was not talking about it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Right? And then She calls the pizza place and asks for the delivery from Greg.
Should we elaborate more on like how they got to this part of the scene for the audience?
Should we go more in sequence of this movie?
Because like, we've been bouncing around, and they just know that like she's in a phone book, and blah blah blah.
That's why I brought up the wormholes, so we could start talking about the wormholes and kind of explain it. But I was like, yeah, you do your thing.
Let's talk about the wormholes.
Within the world of this movie, there are ruptures in the in the world that could bring you to two different points in time. What we know as the 80s and the Jurassic period. I don't know if it's Jurassic. There's a lot of periods of dinos.
10,000 BC.
That Mesozoic.
No. 250 million years ago from the 80s.
Okay, not 100 BC.
250 million in like 40 years from now.
Yeah, correct.
Million. Yeah, so then with these ruptures in the earth, they find that when there's these glowing... Well, that's what transports them in the first place. Glowing lights, whole areas transported, but it could also do it like in mini doses. Right. So there's the pre-ruptures that transported little things, the big rupture that changed the whole area of a neighborhood.
I think they said.
Yeah, and sent that into the past and reversed it.
That whole neighborhood was like 2 miles?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little block?
I feel like it might be bigger than 2 miles.
No, that's not the same. Anyway, and then, but there's the aftershocks also, little ruptures in the world where if you see a big glowing light, run to it because it's a portal to the 80s, which is where everyone wants to be. The nostalgia bait is really fueled by everyone's want to be transported into the 80s. So it's kind of thematic with the construction of this movie as a whole and its conceit.
I don't think that was the theoretical thought process.
I think J.J. Abrams was like, let's take that escapism to the 80s literally, you know? So that's what J.J. was telling me the other day. Yeah.
Yes, because you have personal conversations with J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, we're dating. He doesn't know. But, I guess, like, so later in the movie, the parents, like, find one of these ruptures and like, oh my gosh, these things still exist. Let's go find people and bring it back here. But then it vanishes, so we gotta wait another hour until we find another one.
No, it was a couple hours. It was like a half a day.
I mean, what in run time?
Oh, in run time.
You know what I really wanted?
We have to wait another hour. I'm saying.
I really wanted Audrey to figure out the whole sci-fi space thing. Because she was the one in the beginning...
give the kids a lot in this movie.
They did, but she was the one that was talking about, like, wanting to go to Cornell and, like, wanting to study astronomy and all this science. I mean, she talks a little about wormholes. And
she explains it to the audience.
Yeah, she figures out the basis of it,
she spoon-feeds to the audience.
She spoon-feeds the audience.
It was really sweet of her.
There's nothing else past that. It was just like, this is how it occurred, and dinosaurs. And that's the
dinosaurs.
It was the end of Oof Street.
Oof!
Literally.
So... Then, at a point in the movie, the father's munched up by a dinosaur, as, it happens. It happens. It happens to a lot of people in this movie before anyone in the family. True, so the family should feel pretty blessed that it took this long to lose one of their own.
Blessed.
They find the rupture. They all jump through the rupture after a couple failed attempts because they'll jump into a rupture in the sky and the kid... misses it
after waiting 20 minutes.
Okay, but it's not very consistently timed. It's not a consistent.
Yes, it is. It's pretty consistent.
Not at that point.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And except for the times where it's only open for like half a second. Whatever. What? Not important. Breaks his leg, whatever. Who cares? Big deal. Whatever. But then the dog comes back, so it's pretty good timing on that account. Anyway, they eventually get through the portal. I'm like, oh, I guess it's done. Like, it didn't feel like a super climactic jump moment, but like, yeah, it works. It helps that the movie's not done yet. There's still one thing left to do. They Back to the Future this movie, where we return to the present, which is also in the 80s, like in Back to the Future. But they're like, wait a second, we still have time. We could still fix
like
things
20 minutes.
Because we transported back right before the rupture, which
we Deus Ex Machina did, guys.
Sure.
What?
I mean, it's time. Like, time is the theme. It's not like a movie where time travel is introduced at the last second. Wait. It's a time movie. We could do whatever.
But what I would have expected them to move to the present, like to the that plus the amount of days after. You know what I mean?
Time's an illusion. Go on.
When she calls the dad gets eaten by the dinosaur, right? And he dies to pizza, and it happens. Theoretically, how would that work? Because the dad's not in the blimp, so he never died. So there is a version of that family that will now go back without the dad.
Without the dad, I was thinking about that. Yeah, there's a lot of time. There's a sequel.
That seems like a whole loophole in the whole plot and theme.
Well, there's also.
But are there multiple timelines? Are they going to go to a different version?
But there's also now the world where Jeanette exists twice.
Yeah, that.
Like the whole and Audrey has 2 girlfriends.
Yay!
I don't know how that would work, but I mean it's the same person. You're technically not cheating.
You're not cheating if it's consensual.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's polyamory. Yeah, you're not wrong, but. Okay, I don't like this conversation.
We brought a lot of this up to say, so they return to right before the present as we knew it.
The whole... sorry.
How dare you interrupt the emotional moment of the dad, who, as far as they're aware, dead, their version of their dad, but they get there just in time to make a little phone call to a bunch of people, including their dad, and the dad shows up, having not experienced any of the movie, really.
Yeah.
And is there to be like, hi guys, I got the pizza. And I cried. I cried so much at their excitement for having their dad back in their lives.
Well, so the mom, and the kids are now dead in the other timeline then?
Maybe. Well, they went back to the Jurassic
area. They can make a sequel of what that timeline looks like now.
No, I don't need a sequel for this
movie. But do we think that's a...
I want a franchise of every single time this blip happens, there's a different configuration of people just slightly, and that makes for an entirely different movie. We can make a whole series out of it. Loop.
But
is it a time loop? Or is it fracturing timelines?
Well, that's the question.
If it's fracturing timelines, it still works.
This is some MCU type stuff, guys.
MCU, sci-fi, capital of the cinema world.
Marvel's the only one that does alternate timelines, my friend.
No, Marvel... not the only one. So there's the one that makes the most sense out of it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
If
you say so.
I think he does.
I think he does.
Wow. What is going on with our hands is going to blow the audience's minds.
Except for the fact that we don't see Justin's hands.
Oh, sorry. That was probably not good for the microphone.
It's fine. I'll let that post.
Ooh.
Post time. Yeah, and then you cried at the end.
Well, they're all back together, and everything about the dad really got to me. I was like, he had his hero moment, then he died, and all the feelings erupting from him, and then they're all together again. It got me. It's performed really well.
I forgot how the very end is them grilling together with the other
barbecue scene where you hang
Jeanette's
that thumb banging in a relationship.
When Jeanette exists twice now in this universe.
Or that loops properly in that...
Yes!
I didn't see that.
There's 2 of them. One's holding Audrey's hand, the other one then walks in. That's what I'm saying, there's 2 of them.
So I missed it. There's a lot going on, and there were tears in my eyes.
Does that mean...
That's great. I love it.
That's why I was making the 2 girlfriends.
Okay, that's like 10 points. That is 500 points for this movie right there.
Why?
Like, this movie's willing to just be silly and fun. Like, that's a wonderful thing they kept
for 2 seconds at the end.
They get goofy throughout. It's a silly movie.
This family makes no sense. They don't do the things they're supposed to do.
I also agree.
Like, are you telling me
y'all hate fun?
I love fun. I hate this movie sometimes.
Well, I think
because everyone's just not doing things in the optimal manner every single second and acting as like they're absolute geniuses.
It's the basic stuff.
It's the basic stuff.
It's the basic stuff.
And I feel like it tries too hard to feel like almost like a Disney-esque movie. Or something that it's not.
And also...
It tries to feel like Jurassic. I
gotta watch Jurassic Park at this point.
No, we don't. I've seen like 8 times. It's fun. Jurassic
And you
Park.
still can't pronounce it right?
We're not talking about that.
What is this?
Parents are fighting.
What is this?
I'll let you go.
What is this?
Hope you had a fun time. Did you? Was it beautiful?
So yeah.
Where was I going with this?
I don't know what you were...
Really?
Oh, that it's Disney coded, and that's not a bad thing, right?
Cute.
It's cute, but like it tries too hard to be something that it's not.
Doesn't it just make it? Why isn't it just that thing that it is? What is it trying to be, and why is it failing to be that thing?
Because it's not good.
It's not that.
But you're not telling me what the thing it's trying to be is. It's trying too hard to be what?
I'm also not giving this argument, so I'm just saying
I'm
words.
not giving the argument. So I should give the actual answer. I feel like it's
Yeah.
trying too hard to be something
Where
sort of
the
like
people are.
Project Hail Mary, or Where the People Are, or
I don't think he understood the joke that I was making.
21 Candles.
Did you understand that I was making a Little Mermaid joke there?
No.
I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to
He was
rationalize.
like, I want to
okay,
be,
sorry.
and I said where the people are.
I haven't seen Little Mermaid in like 8 years.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Where's the fire? Well, what is it?
I'll be watching soon.
Next pod movie, Jaws is canceled. We're doing the mermaids
Jaws is
instead.
better than
For
Little Mermaid.
you haven't seen Little
I've
Mermaid
seen
in
Little
ages.
Mermaid, but I remember the premise.
Okay, tell me one thing that happens to Little Mermaid that doesn't happen in this movie. I don't think you can.
There's a lot of things, you know. Like it's underwater. Is number one.
No, there was some
A lot
stuff
of land
underwater in this
stuff.
movie.
There's some
Yeah,
underwater stuff in the
Yeah.
water.
they went in the
The
pool,
basement.
in the basement.
The basement's flooded. That's not underwater.
That is quite literally what flooded means underwater.
They're not in the water.
Yes, it's underwater.
But they're not in the water. Like they take the camera and go in the water. Like in The Little Mermaid, there's scenes in the water.
No, that's animated actually. That's not real water.
It's not real. It's all
Alright,
drawn.
alright. Someone else could take the mic.
Cheese and crow.
What is this episode?
This has been, I think, one of the most chaotic episodes we've had.
No, it's not. That's the sad part. I feel like we've had a lot more chaotic episodes.
There's a kraken. Not a kraken. There's an octopus. The evil girl. Ursula, that's her name. She's like octopus. That has powers and magic.
Can we talk about the camera?
And there's no person who's an octopus with magic powers in the end of Oak Street.
Correct.
You did it, Anthony. I'm proud of you.
Cinematography?
I lost the plot of whatever this point was.
Cinematography?
I felt that the camera was unmotivated a lot of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I
like-
agree with that.
The spoon feeding scene,
I agree with
It's
the big
very
cog.
interesting
Everything in The Little Mermaid was animated except
except for the water. Is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They actually put the animatics underwater.
The animatics.
No, they used like
the
points. They
you
put
know what
the
I mean.
suits on with the little balls, and they went under the water, and they did the movement, and then they just took the animation and
It was
made the
hand-drawn
people-
animation, Anthony.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It was the
It was like
90s.
Avatar-esque. They had that in the 90s, don't worry, guys. It was not a 2010
I'm
technology.
so tired.
Anyway, cinematography. It was Cameron did not like it, but I thought there were some scenes that were very unique and
That's not what I said. I didn't say I didn't like it.
okay, my part.
Cameron hated it.
I said
Thought it
the
was
camera
lackluster?
movement was unmotivated. There's a difference.
I feel like there's a few
We've
scenes.
had this conversation before. There are some. This is like the Wuthering Heights conversation,
I'm not seeing what they're having.
Wuthering Heights.
where we were
That's
talking
my
about how pretty
favorite.
you hated it, how pretty the
Oh, yeah.
shots were, but the shots did not have a purpose to the story. And in a lot of these pretty, these very cool shots, I was not always. This did it better than Wuthering Heights, but I was sometimes wondering why this movie was choosing the shot, except it looks cool.
I felt the beginning had shots to emphasize the story, and then after that it went downhill.
Correct.
The first act had really good cinematography about like the pans it used, and especially that side profile shot of the window.
The tilt shift. Yeah.
And the tilt shift was beautiful. But after we got the dinosaurs, it kind of down.
Yeah, and then you have the tilt shift in that room where we do Exposition Central, where they explain what just happened. And I thought it was going to be interesting because we're going to see division in the family between the father and the son, and then the mother and the daughter, because that's how they kind of shot it. But that ends up not being the case.
They're family.
And
No
I was
conflict
like,
allowed.
this is unmotivated. This is unmotivated cinematography.
I mean, near the end, yes. In the beginning, there's some motivation behind it.
This was after they were transported to the Jurassic World, and they're sitting on the couch. They're sitting on the floor in the living room, and they're like, I think we're stuck here. And in that moment, there's these two tilt shift shots that they use. One where it's an over the shoulder of the mother with the daughter's shoulder, and over the shoulder for the dad on the son's shoulder, where the mother and the daughter are in focus, but everything else is out of focus, and then the son and the father are in focus.
Yeah, they could have done a nice little rack there, and they chose not to.
That's not even my issue. It's when you put two people like that in focus, in that way, to me that signifies these two people are on a team, and they're working together.
They kind of are.
But they're not. They're
having some marital issues.
Yeah, but the kids aren't having issues with each other. Except for like normal teenage stuff, but even that kind of goes away very quickly.
You don't even see that really. They kind of all both love each other, just like
right.
typical brothers.
So like there is no division within this family besides the parents. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the main issue.
And that's why that shot feels unmotivated to me.
There's a lot of other shots that feel unmotivated, though.
And that's my issue. It's like it doesn't feel like a motivated.
You want it to feel like The Incredibles, where all the characters have their own little things where they're glowing. But in this movie, it's
It's not even what it's about. It's just like if you're gonna shoot in a certain way to emphasize.
I'm just talking in a
things,
broad sense.
like you need to emphasize it in a way where it's like the story kind of fits with it. And this film just went, oh, this is a cool shot. This looks cool, and therefore we're gonna make this shot happen. You know what I mean? That's my issue.
Yeah.
Wow, you're really ending Oak Street with this argument.
Ending Oak Street.
Up top.
We've kind of talked about most of it. I feel like we've definitely made too many memes about it.
Well,
but that's okay.
Then, gang.
Is it time?
Is it time?
Yeah.
It's
Maybe.
time to rate that movie.
There's too much energy.
Drink Celsius for this. I'm good.
Should I start?
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be the lowest score out of all.
I've given this like a 5 out of 10.
Oh, so it's like average. Yeah.
That's
That feels right. What is 5.5 average? Like, what do you want to be exactly in the middle?
I feel like he's typically like a 6 out of 10. That's a passing score. 5 is like kind of failing.
That's a 50%. It's like barely 50%.
Exactly. I wouldn't call it.
What would be the points of a 1 to 10 scale if the middle isn't the average? What's the points?
I see your point.
What's the points of a 1 to 10 scale if that's not the case?
Because
Six above
so I
average,
think we've
four
had
is
this
below
conversation.
average.
It's like
Many times.
Every single point for me adds something to the film.
Okay.
And I feel there is a semi-coherent story with some really strong acting.
But the positives aren't the only thing that have affected your experience, being that you've talked about the non-positives.
Yeah, like, do I think this is a below average, like a sub-terrible movie? No, it's not great. But I would watch it over a lot of other movies. I'd watch this over a Minecraft movie any day.
Yeah.
It's also like a star under, like it's 2.5 out of 5 versus 5 out of 10.
Oh, but
It's a star under Disclosure Day for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a fair comparison.
Lay it on us, Anthony.
I'm not as harsh as Karen is with that 5 out of 10.
Wow.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 just because I thought the acting was really enjoyable.
It really elevated the medium as a whole.
The writing, was just okay. The premise of it was okay.
It was okay.
But the acting was phenomenal. I mean, Anne Hathaway, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
They kept things exciting. They always knew when to throw in a dinosaur.
Can I make a prediction on you, Justin?
Okay.
So you're gonna rank that movie. I know one thing already about your ranking.
I've tweaked a little bit since then, but go on.
But I don't think the thing that I remember has changed.
Well, the thing you remember is based off of my 2026 ranking as opposed to my pod film ranking.
No, the one thing that you asked me is it better than Disclosure Day?
I did ask this.
And we agreed on.
That.
So
it is not.
It is not. So, and I remember that being somewhere in the
Was that when I was in the
middle.
bathroom?
Yes. And so I think it's gonna be somewhere in like.
Out of 71
it's
movies.
It's gonna be either like in like 38, 39, 40, 41, or like 49, 50, somewhere in that range.
You were so close. Out of 79 podcast films that we have... Oh, sorry, well...
I thought we were in the 80s.
Out of 71 podcast films that I have watched...
Justin, that's not bad, brother.
I haven't seen Dune Part 2, Anyway, The
83
Art
minus
of
79,
Arts, Jiro Dreams of Sushi, Uncut Gems, The Menu, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Annie Hall, Ultraman Rising, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, Dogma, Independence Day, Inglourious Bastards. Anyway.
No, that was more than 4 movies.
That I just named?
Yeah.
I just named a lot more than 4,
No, he's only missed 4 movies out of the whole Top Gun podcast.
Very much not what was
1,
just
2,
said.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
But there's 83 episodes, and he's watched
71.
Oh.
Anyway, out of 71 podcast films that I have seen, I have put The End of Oak Street at number 42.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, I gotta fix something. Might be a little lower than that. Because
I was like, it's gonna be anywhere between like 39 and 50 was like my original thought.
Maybe I do like... Give me a second.
Would you put it out again?
Right now it's at 42, and I think they're gonna put it at 43.
It is now at 40... Wait.
Keeps going lower and lower.
Wait. I'm gonna just change...
Maybe a 44? 45?
44, that's me. Woo!
Okay. Out of 71 podcast films, I currently have this at number 45.
Okay. It just dropped 3 spots.
Something like
What's
that.
above it?
I think.
And I have it, I have it below Masters of the Universe and Michael.
That's fair.
And above When Marnie Was There in Goats.
Okay, that surprises. I think Marnie the low.
Marnie dropped a lot.
Marnie's
over the last
low.
Couple. Maybe I gotta
think-
put Marnie higher.
I feel like
it just didn't stick with me. I don't know.
I watched that last minute, and it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, maybe I gotta put Marnie higher.
Marnie's hello. I think I have no
Yeah,
other
maybe I put
issue besides that Marnie is just weirdly there.
It's a weird movie, right?
Like I would have put.
I wouldn't say weird. I think it's just
because I would put it.
odd
I don't know.
movie.
Would I put it above?
It's an odd premise.
It's not weird, it's odd. That's what we're going with here.
You mean so instead of it being one word for weird, it's just weird?
Yeah.
Okay. I just like. Do I put it above Michael? Do I put Marnie above Michael? I don't know. Do I put Marnie above Masters of the Universe? Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Masters of the Universe is really fun. But I agree. I am.
I didn't like Masters.
I'm
of the
tweaking
Universe.
it. 46 out of 71. Final answer.
So you dropped it.
You dropped it then below Marnie.
Marty went up.
Right.
So
One
you
space
dropped
up
it
or
below
multiple
Marnie.
Marty's now number 43, below Fantastic Four and Michael, above Elio and Masters of the Universe. I think I feel better about that.
I
Yeah.
feel better about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's better than
yeah,
Elio.
yeah.
Did you just bump Michael up too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael deserves it.
Michael's fun. Michael's very fun. Elio's like, you know.
I love Elio. I'm sorry, that was one of my favorite movies. That last year.
It's you know.
I connected with it for some reason.
It's an enjoyable watch.
It connected somehow.
It starts really strong.
It does
I think
really
it ends strong too. Personally.
The back half is better than the first half because you have the bestie slug. But yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. It had you could tell it had a messy production cycle. Like you know, it happens.
This is a wild podcast.
This might be the best podcast yet.
Yeah.
Oh. No. Yeah. No. Okay, Cameron. Cam. Come on. Come on. Okay, here, boy. Come on. Come on. That's
What's
okay.
going on right now?
I'm not crying.
I'm
You are.
sorry.
You weren't enthusiastic. It's okay.
Well, you just you like you.
Yeah. That was a bit.
But you know what we're doing next week, guys?
Next week is Jaws.
I haven't experienced Jaws.
Next
know
week is
it's
Jaws.
I hear the sharks in it for at least 5 minutes.
Oh, I think it's actually under 5.
I think it's 3.
I don't remember how many minutes it is. I know they have 3 sharks, and I believe all of them broke.
They did all break.
If you enjoyed watching this and did not watch this live, and you're asking what is happening,
What is about
because like truly I don't understand. Join our Patreon. We have some spots left.
At least one.
Uno de más.
You get to watch them live. You get to join our Discord, which we are sometimes active on.
You get little
Sometimes we can
tweets.
have some conversations with us. Maybe even relax to other things depending on what we do. But yeah, that has been another episode of the Capcom Podcast. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cameron.
They say that's Anthony.
And that, my man, my ladies and gentlemen, is Justin.
How musical of you. Thank
and we'll
you.
see you next week for Jaws. Bye!
Baby shark do 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 baby shark do do. Should we say that for next week? It's kind of like the Odyssey of shark songs. I don't know the rest. I don't know why I started this. You don't have to keep doing this. It's okay. It's fine.
Daddy shark do 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 Daddy shark do do.
And then the dad shark dies.
Daddy shark.
And then comes back at the end.
Goodbye.
There's Grandpa Shark.